Hi guys, my name is Kush and today I will be giving you guys a book review. This book review will be for Dystopia by Anthony Ergo. Firstly, I'd say I recommend this book. It's like £2 on the Kindle, so I recommend you buy this now and read it. It was a great read. It was worth my time, my money, just read it. It was great. Okay, so I'm just going to jump into my review with the mild spoilers for those who have read the book. The difference in characters is the first positive I have. This is how Ergo writes the different point of views of each character, which I found was super refreshing, because usually we get lots of YA books where there's dual points of view. But the points of view in those books just sound like the same person writing each time. Anthony Ergo does not do this. It was brilliant. Each point, some chapters are told from Sasha's point of view, some are told from Aaron's, some are told from Zara's, but they all have a different writing style. And one that I found was ridiculously just amazing was Menzies Blake. When I read from his point of view, I felt like a completely different author was writing. That's how great it was. It was literally the best point of view change I've ever read in my life. And that is true, that's true. That was done so brilliantly, and I was so refreshed to finally see that in a YA book. The horror scenes. The horror scenes were scary. They were. There are two scenes that I found really scary. The one where she is in the bathroom, and then they start writing on the wall, and then she sees the ghost coming behind her and walking towards her, and I was like, and then the one where she's in the inn, I can't remember what the inn's name is, when she's in the inn, and then she's like sleeping on the bed, and then she feels somebody sitting on the end of the bed, and I was like, oh my god, is someone sitting on the end of my bed? And I got pretty freaked out. The strong main character. Sasha is a strong main character. She's realistic. She has flaws, but she's also strong, and she really is a good main character for this book. It's an addictive book. It is. At one point, one day, I was on page 50. And I was like, oh god, I'm never going to finish this. By the end of the day, I was on page 200, and I was like, how the hell did I get there? It was so addicting, because I didn't even feel like I was turning pages. I felt like I was just reading it like this. And then by the end of it, I was like, how did I read this much? That was really well done. I felt that is just basically encompassing all the good points, and that's why that was so compulsively readable. The teens. I don't know why this really got to me, but I was really happy when Zara, Aaron and Sasha all went together to sort of defeat the Hangman Ghost. I was really happy that they were teens, because this is a book written for teens and has teens in it, and it's not just, I don't know, I feel like a lot of YA books sometimes have the adults constricting the teens nowadays. Like, the adults are like, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that. And in this book we didn't get any adult sort of supervision. We got the adults are evil, the teens are good, and it just made me happy just to see the teens having fun, I guess. The romance is just so beautiful. I love the scene where they were kissing in the car, and I was just like, oh, and especially the twist in the end for the romance, I was just smiling my face off. I was like, wow, Anthony, that was just the best ending twist ever. As in romance-wise, I thought that was so clever, and it was so great, and I loved that. The characters. Each character has its own different personality. Now, I talked about this before, where I said the characters have different points of view, but this is completely different. I'm not talking about points of view, I'm talking about just characters in general. So, we got Sasha, who is strong, brave, but also sort of thrown into this world, and she's scared. We've got Aaron, who's funny but still determined to do well. We've got Zara, who's smart and thinks logistically. Sasha's development. This was just unbelievably good. Okay, so in most books, we get this sort of subtle development of the character, which we don't really see and just underlying in the plot. But in this book, you see the development. The development goes shows itself to you. It's amazing. We got Sasha at the beginning, thrown into this world. I don't know anything. By the end, she's being all awesome using her powers, and it's just like, whoa. And you see how strong she becomes by the end of the book, and I was so happy. I was so happy to see her journey as well as her like developing how different situations affected her. And I feel like lots of books just have situations in them and then the character stays the same throughout the whole book, which isn't the point. This book changed the character throughout the entire novel, and I really love that. We got to see it so clearly, which was just absolutely brilliant. If you guys have read this book, you know that there is a certain point where there is a countdown from 10, where there's a countdown where there's going to be a possession. That's a minor spoiler. There's a countdown where it's going to be a possession, and it goes from 10, 9, 8. When I was reading that, I was like hyperventilating, like, oh my god, what's going to happen? If this happens, I'm going to die. I'm going to cry in a corner and just die. And I was so nervous, and I was like, yes, that's what books are meant to be doing to you. They're meant to be making you, like, hyperventilate and make you worried about the characters and everything. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.